Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. So, I lied. I said I was not going to get a certain palette because I thought I had ones that were similar to it. Let me explain. So, Angelica Nyquist is one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. She's very down to earth. She's very knowledgeable about makeup. I love the colors that she does. So I have just about all of her collab videos or collab palettes, and I have her Singe Beauty palettes. I said I wasn't going to buy it, but I did. So here is one of the last ones that she did with Odin's Eye. This is what it looks like. And it has nothing to do with the color story that I'm about to show you. This was the first one from the series that she did with Odin's Eye, and it has, I don't like taking the little plastic off. It has some greens in it, but none of them are like the ones that I'm going to show you in a minute. Hold on. And then there's the Trick or Treat palette, which has oranges and greens and a little bit of reds, brownish, whatever. There's this color palette. Now, from her own beauty brand, Singe Beauty, this is the Galactic Visitor palette, which, okay, you've seen that now. I've used it quite a bit. I did break down and get the Agate Temptation because I saw somebody else kind of comparing, and this one looks nothing like, I mean, similar in like the style where she has more mattes than she does the metallic-y, shimmery ones. However, none of them really look like the others. So this is what I'm doing today is I'm going to be using this palette, and I'm going to use Ignite from Sigma Beauty. We're getting down to the end of the year, and I always say I'm going to do so much during the summer, and I am, but I'm not. So I also said this weekend I was going to clean my brushes. I did not. I just ran out of steam. So, that's kind of what happens during the summer months too. I kind of run out of steam a little bit, but I've got several things going on this summer that don't normally happen. One of them is my brother, my little brother, one of my little brothers. So I have an older brother that was my mom and my dad's. Um, and then I have two little brothers, two younger brothers that were my dad and his second wife. So they're my half brothers, but they're my brothers. Um, I choose to stay, um, to keep them as like just my brothers, not step or half or whatever. They're just my brothers. Um, okay, so if you can see my shirt, I have orange. I have all the colors: yellow, orange, green, kind of like a black. So I can use any of these. Which ones am I drawn to? All of them. Um, I'm actually going to start with the green. And I'm using, I don't really want to use that brush. That's more like a highlighter type brush, but I want to use a fluffy brush. And this is just one that I got in a BoxyCharm when it was still BoxyCharm. So I couldn't even tell you what the brand or anything like that is. And I'm just going to put this lightly on the inside. So anyway, my brother and his wife are coming to visit. One, they've never been, well, my brother has never been to the West Coast. He lives on the East Coast. So this will be a completely new experience for him. And they're coming to stay with us for a week. My sister-in-law, she has a sister that lives here in Washington. So she's coming to see her, which I'm very thankful that they'll both have family on the West Coast that want to visit with them and spend time with them. I'm so darn excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, using my color switch, that's why you see the everything wiggling, because it's on the same table. Now I'm going to go into this color. You're probably saying to yourself, that is not a good color combination. Have you seen? I mean, the whole thing. See, they'll all play well with one another because that's how Angie designs the palette, because they have similar tones to them. So, and this is just the way I've been doing my makeup lately, is if you hear snoring, obviously it's not me. It's Grogu, my French bulldog. He's loud and so cute. Trust the process. I know this looks really crazy. It's supposed to. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go in. This is a Singe Beauty brush. And this is like an orangey yellow. So pretty. This is a EO2. And I'm going to go into this color. Don't ask me what the words are. I don't know. It's kind of an orangey, not an orange. It's kind of a burgundy color, I guess. Burgundy brown. Depends on how you play it. Ooh. Yeah, it's a burgundy brown. It's kind of like the color here. So, again, this is just kind of the way I've been doing my makeup lately. And I really love the way it comes out. The way the shape is on my eyes. And you know me, my eyes are watery. I did put drops in them today to help get them moisturized, because my eyes, I believe, are dry eyes, and that's why they water as much as they do. So putting some eye drops in helps them, honestly, not be so watery. So, anyway, um, while my brother and sister-in-law are here, we are also celebrating my husband's brother. It's his birthday. So we are going to a Cirque du Soleil. It's called Paranormal Circus. And I love Cirque du Soleil. I think they do such a great job. It's a story, but it's also a lot of events. Like they do a lot of um, choreographed uh, rope work, like spinning around and things like that. They do a lot of um, like wheels turning and the whole thing turning and people in and out. It's just, if you've never seen a Cirque du Soleil, please check them out. Even if you're watching them online, like on YouTube, they do such a good job. Such a good job. It's very interesting. So I can't wait. Um, and then my brother and I, and well, my brother and his wife, and me and my husband, we are all going to a concert the next night. And I'll have to tell you all about it because I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that they wanted us to go, and so we're going to go. Um, Alrighty, I'm going to put on some glitter glue. I know this looks crazy, but it will look even crazier by the time I'm done. I'm liking the way it looks. I like the way it blends together. And since I'm the one that has to wear it, it'll be fine. Okay. Closing that up. And I'm going to take an EO1, and I'm going to take this orangey red, and I'm going to spray it because I'm doing both. Sometimes you can either spray it, I'm almost out, or you can put glitter glue on. I like to do both to have the maximum coverage. Sometimes I'll do this with just my finger and then I don't spray it at all, but to be more precise, I'm using a brush. There we go. There's lots in there. At least it sounds like there's lots in there. So, the other places that we're going to go, I believe Saturday before we go to the concert, we're going to go to the Seattle Underground, which is, I've never done it, but I've heard it's really interesting. So I want to do that. I would love to take them to Pike Place Market. I don't know if I will have the energy to do all three in one day. Okay, so now I have to decide which of these do I want to do. I am drawn to this one, but I think I'm going to use that on my inner corner. and I'm drawn to this one. These two are like my favorite colors. But I also like this green, and I also like this one. So I'm going to swatch them. Here's the white glittery one. That one's so pretty. Goodness gracious. There's those two. You know what? I think I'm just going to be very, very extra. I think I am going to take that green on a brush and spray it. And I'm going to blend that over here on my, because I don't think these two blend really well. I'm going to take that other one, this one, and blend them together. That's what I think I'm going to do. That's such a pretty color. I love it. Oh, got a little fallout. That's okay. I like me some glitter. So it was actually Linda from Glitter Fallout that said that she had seen people comparing the palettes, and she compared them and said, they're similar but not really. And I was like, well, I would rather not have FOMO, regret from not buying it, because I did that with one of her other palettes, the Club Nebula from Kaleidos. I so wanted it so bad, but I kept waiting, and then they discontinued it. I was very sad. So this is the white one, and I'm going to go between the two. You're not going to be able to see it real well because it's a white, but it just gives a little something more. And it blends the two of them together really well. Like you can't, I don't know how to describe it. I just know that for me, it makes it blend better. Alrighty, so now I'm going to actually go back in with the maroon, burgundy, whatever color, and I'm just going to go around it to blend that orange in. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Just so that it looks like it's supposed to be there. Which, obviously it is. I put it there. But it'll give it a little bit more something, something. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Okay, I'll be right back. Alrighty. So I have to tell you, this is my L'Oreal True Match. It will not, well, watch it make me a liar today too, but it's gone in the trash. I said I was going to use them up. This is my ColourPop Pretty Fresh, and it still has lots in it because that's Probably way too much foundation. But yeah, see, way too much foundation. But it'll blend. We'll blend it out. I'm also planning on taking my brother and sister-in-law to see Mount Rainier, because I think that would be, you can't come all the way here and not go up to the mountain. So that'll be one of our day trips. And then I'm going to take them to the Pacific Ocean, because they've seen the East Coast. They've been to Florida, they've been to Rhode Island, they've been to all over up there, right? So they need to see the Pacific Ocean and feel the difference between the Atlantic and the Pacific, because there is a huge difference. So that is my plan, at least most of that. It depends on what they want to do when they get here. They might be exhausted, but I want to do all those things. So we shall see. Alrighty. So I know I look like a ghost, but trust the process. So when I ordered the Agate Temptation palette, I was looking around because I didn't want to just buy it. And I ended up buying, this is the FO2. It's a face brush, because I have this one from Singe. They're very similar. This one is softer. This is a much softer brush. And for my aging skin, I don't like to use that term, but it is what it is. It is better for me. When I'm out and about with my makeup on, and friends and just people in general stop me, what do you use on your face? I try to remember everything, but it's somewhat hard because I don't know what other people like or don't like. But anyway, another thing that I bought was this small Singe beauty bag. Do I need another makeup bag? No. However, this one is so cute. Like, it has pockets on either side, which I'm not sure. I haven't used it, obviously. But my thought process for this bag is, I'm a face painter. See, it has a little pocket on the inside, and it's just super cute. I think I'm going to use this for my paintbrushes for my face painting. That was what I bought it for. Okay. So before this starts to do funky things, I'm going to use my Glam Light. I love this powder. Absolutely love this powder. I try not to use too much, not because I don't want to use it up, but because I don't want to look powdery. Because I don't think that Glam Light is going anywhere as far as a brand is concerned. I don't think, they're going to go out of business anytime soon, but what do I know? I know it looks funky the way I put on my makeup, but it is what it is. Then I take a brush and I buff it in. Except for when my eyes get watery. I know I jump all over the place as far as my stories go, but just get ready with me. It's what I do. I really like these colors on my eyes. I keep looking at it thinking, do I have similar colors? Probably. However, I really like the colors. I'm using my Sigma matte bronzer in medium and my Sonia G brush, which is the only brush that I use for bronzer. I know. It's such a nice brush. And no, I would never buy this brush for myself. I think I want to say $65, and I would never spend $65 on one brush. However, I love this brush. I got it in a lucky bag, and I feel so lucky to have it. So there's that. Put that away. And the other thing I bought, so I bought the palette, the bag, the brush. I got another Singe Beauty blush. This is in Timid Tomato. Look at that color. It is so pretty. It's just enough. It's just so pretty. I know that I have watched several people who have used Singe blushes, and a lot of them were like, Timid Tomato is my favorite. And that's what I thought I was going to order when I ordered my first one. I don't really need that. But I ordered the persimmon one, and it's pretty, but it's not quite the color that I wanted. This is the color I wanted. This is it. Now I'm just kind of pouncing it in to my cheeks. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm noticing that my lips look horrible. So this is BFF2. I'm just going to line them. It's hard to talk when you're trying to draw a line on the things that you're trying to talk with. And this is from Odin's Eye and Angelica Nyqvist. This is called Spectral, and this is a shine. I don't think I know that they don't sell this anymore, but that just gives a little bit of definition to my lips. I'll do this one. Okay. So I'm using my Odin's Eye. This I got in the mystery box, one of the mystery boxes that I got from them. And I wanted something a little bit crazy today, just because. Oh, did I tell you? I might have told you. There's only, including today, 9 more days of school. So this is day number 9. So in actuality, there's only 8 days left of school. It's crazy how quickly this year is going by. It's already June. June. I know I'm putting like way too much on, but I like to glitter. I like to shine. And I have a hair on my nose. There we go. All right. So you're probably going to see this in a couple of days, not like today, but so it'll even be less days. But on the very last day of school is when my brother and his wife are going to be here. So, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. So I'm going to go back into this palette, into the Agate Temptation palette. I put the plastic back on. And I think I'm going to use this color for my inner corner. And I like to take a pencil brush and just put it on the inside. So pretty. Oh, so pretty. But I'm going to be a lot extra. And I'm going to go into this color. And go over the top. All right. Now to spray and mascara. Look at that. It's so pretty. I'm using my e.l.f. Stay All Night. I have, where did it go? Oh, right here. I did put a little bit of this into this, but I'm extra. Woo! Hit my mirror. Okay, so I'm going to take my sponge, go over the top, blend everything in. Yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize. Bought this on a whim during my birthday month because I'd seen everybody everybody. I have seen several YouTubers that really, really like this. So I wanted to try it. And it's hard to talk. Oh, hi, Groko. Hard to talk and do your lashes at the same time. Now, I can't really see a huge difference in my lashes. And I probably should put some falsies on, but I don't like putting falsies on. I just let the eyeshadow kind of stand out on its own. But I think I'm going to double up on mascara today because I just don't think that this is doing a whole lot for my eyes. So if my eyeshadow was lighter, it'd be okay. I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Hella Thick to see if this gives it a little bit more oomph, which I think it does. Can you see the difference? It just gives them a little bit more thickness. I mean, honestly, because I like them. I have pretty long eyelashes. They're just not as thick as I would like them to be. But I do have pretty long eyelashes. So let's do the hair. Alrighty. So here's the finished look. I know my hair is still kind of wet because I took a shower this morning because I was supposed to. I have to work today, obviously. But this is the look I love, love, love this eyeshadow palette. I'm glad that I got it. Agate Temptation from Singe Beauty. So pretty. Could I have gotten this look from another palette? Pretty similar, yes. But I'm glad I have it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Have a great day.